Sponsors: Burlington Building Materials, Burlington Auto Parts, Caldwell's Auto Parts, Central National Bank, Diners Cafe, First National Bank, Hoover's Thriftway, Crossline Construction, Jeff's Towing, Life Care Center, Prescription Center, Rick Smith DVS, The Appliance Store, The Medicine Shop, Trust Point Insurance, and U.S. Cellular.
And now, Jim Hills, your voice of the Wildcats.
Welcome to Burlington Lady Cat basketball on the Dog. Tonight, we're opening the season on the road at Prairie View High School, taking on the Prairie View Buffaloes here in Pioneer League action. This is Jim Hills, your voice of the Wildcats, as we get the introduction of players on the floor. Rick Smith alongside tonight. We sent Mahoney out deer hunting. Maybe he'll bring us home a treat from that, Rick. Hope so. We'll have to see how his success is as we look for success here on the basketball court tonight for the Burlington Lady Cats. Starting lineup for Prairie View, a 5'4" sophomore, number 3, Ashlyn Kirkpatrick. Also a 5'6" junior, Grace Oss, number 12. Kenna Walker, number 21, the 5'9" junior, along with the senior starter, Haley Brown, number 23. And they finish off with the junior 5'6", Molly Loomis, number 10. The starting lineup for the Prairie View Buffaloes and their head coach, Brianna Hopp. For the Lady Cats, they're coached by Dave Gilman and Bart Kuhlman down on the bench here, ready to guide the Lady Cats this evening. A junior lineup includes Julia Gilman, number 3, a 5'6" junior. Number 5, Paige Sawyer, a 5'7" junior. Kirsten Young, 5'8" junior for the Lady Cats, number 20. And Ashlyn Depley, number 21, also a 5'8" junior. And the only senior on the team for the Lady Cats this year, Camry Wagner, the 5'9" senior, number 35, will take the floor as we get ready for the opening tip-off here to start the 2017-18 basketball season. And we are underway with the tip. It's Julia Gilman bringing it up court on the right-hand wing for the Lady Cats as they set the offense against a 1-3-1 zone by the Buffaloes. Over the top to Young. She fires off a three-pointer. First shot draws first blood for the Lady Cats. A three-pointer, and we're underway. Full court pressure by the Lady Cats here. Off the made shot in the backcourt. That 1-2-1-1 press. They'll trap on this inlet to the side. They'll pull it to the middle. Look up court. Lady Cats, good pressure in the backcourt. They'll bring it across the timeline. Breaks that press down, and now they'll set in a man-to-man defense for the Lady Cats. Up court quickly on the near side. Up for the shot. Number 3, Ashlyn Kirkpatrick hits the 2. And the Buffaloes score on their first possession. Shot away. Lady Cats rebound out to Paige Sawyer. She fires up a 3. It's hard off the rim. Put back rebound there by Depley, and she's fouled on the shot. That stops action with 7:03 to play in the first quarter. And that foul whistled on number 21 as Kirsten Young had that rebound and went up for the shot. She gets fouled and will go to the line for the Lady Cats. First one around and down for Kirsten, and she'll be there for a second attempt. 4-2, Lady Cats lead it here in the early going, and another free throw on the way is up and good for Kirsten. And again, Lady Cats with that press on the far sideline. They get the trap, steps on the out-of-bounds line, and that turnover sends it back into the hands of the Lady Cats. 7 minutes on the clock here, 1 minute gone, as the Lady Cats lead 5-2 in the early going. To the high post. Depley looks to the top side, finds Young. They'll swing it right wing. Look inside. There's Depley down the lane. Couldn't get it to fall, but she's fouled on the shot attempt. And Ashlyn Depley will go to the line for the Lady Cats to shoot a pair. A foul whistle down low along number 10. Molly Loomis picking up her first personal. 2 team fouls now on the Buffaloes. Depley short off the front of the rim on that free throw attempt, but she'll stay there for her second. Sets at the line on the way. This one all net for Ashland. And the Lady Cats extend that lead now to a 6-2 margin. Pressure in the backcourt. They'll take it to the right-hand side. Tipped by Page. It's loose on the floor. Depley drives in, but it's off her foot out of bounds. And that turnover will send it back to the Buffaloes. They'll play it in on the end line against that Lady Cat pressure. Lady Cats go to the side with the trap. Dribble up the sideline, across the timeline, and a strip there by Gilman, but the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Good changeover on that pressure as they came across the timeline. Gilman picking up the dribbler, but the ball tipped away out of bounds. Inbound to the top side. They'll go right wing to Oss. She'll bring it back to the near side. Lady Cats with that man-to-man pressure. And we've got a push foul off of the Buffaloes. Number 21 trying to get cleared to get in the open to receive a pass. Kenna Walker picks up her second personal and the third team foul on the Buffaloes. Now high post. Wagner comes out to meet the ball, goes to Sawyer. They'll swing it to Young beyond the arc. Her three's away, no good. Rebound. Camry Wagner picks up the loose ball. Can't get the shot to follow. It's tipped away out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Cat basketball. Fighting hard for rebounding position down low. Couldn't get the shot to foul. And we have a substitution checking into the lineup. Here is Caitlin Davis now into the lineup for the Buffaloes. And Walker will come to the bench. She picked up 2 quick fouls. In-left pass. Shot away, no good. Wagner rebounds her shot up, can't get it to go, and we've got a foul underneath on the rebound. That may have been Depley was on the outside looking in. Mitchell comes to the scorer's stand, and it is, in fact, number 21, Ashlyn Depley. She'd been blocked out of position for the rebound. Inbounding against the pressure, Lady Cats, and the Buffaloes bring it across the timeline. Ball tipped away, but back into the hands of the Buffs. Now they'll slow it down and set the offense on the right-hand wing. Toss with the ball. Lead pass in, blocked away. Nice job, Camry Wagner goes up tall. And we've got a tied-up ball on the floor. Kirsten Young going down to grab up on that loose ball along with Grace Oss. And the possession arrow signaling to the Buffaloes as they'll play it in with 5:44 remaining in the first quarter. Lady Cats leading 6-2 here on the road at Prairie View. Ball on the right-hand wing with the dribble. Turnaround, but we've got a whistle and a foul. That's Julia Gilman on the reach-in. Got a little skin contact there trying to slap that dribble away as the Buffaloes will play it in under their own bucket. Inbound, now they'll return it back underneath. Shot away off the rim, no good. And right there for the board is Wagner. We've got a reach-in foul on the Buffaloes. That's Grace Ost coming up with her first personal foul. Trying to get that ball away from Camry, but that did not happen. Whistle for the fourth team foul now on the Buffaloes. The Lady Cats bring it up on the right wing. Look down low, find Wagner. Back out to Page. Sawyer with a three away, short off the front of the rim. Young boards it. Rebound. Her putback shot is no good, but she's fouled on the second. And Kirsten Young will go to the line for the Lady Cats to shoot a pair. Playing a little Hack City here tonight. In the first game of the season, Ashlyn Kirkpatrick whistled for her first personal foul. As Kirsten Young around and down. Finally got that net to swish. Kirsten 3 for 3 from the charity stripe here. And she'll be on the line for a second attempt. It's up and good in the bucket for Kirsten. And the Lady Cats now lead it 8-2 over the Buffaloes here with 5 minutes remaining in our first quarter of play. Substitutes in for the Lady Cats, number 14, Jara Thorpe in the lineup, along with Grace Kuhlman in for the Lady Cats now. Thorpe brings it across the timeline, works right-hand side. Now the top, they'll find Young. 3 on the way, and nothing but net. Kirsten Young has found her number 10 points in the first quarter, and we have a timeout on the floor with the Lady Cats leading it 11-2. It's going to be a quick 30-second timeout here. So we'll keep it right here on the Dog. We want to thank you all for tuning in. First game of the season, getting the jitters out early here. And Kirsten Young has lit it up for the Lady Cats with a pair from behind the arch, along with 4 for 4 shooting from the free throw line. Puts the Lady Cats with the lead, 11-2, here with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Lots of basketball action will be coming your way next week with the Bulldog Wildcat Classic. That's a 4-team round-robin tournament hosted at Baldwin this year to start off the early part of our season. But right now, it's the Lady Cats taking control here at Prairie View in the first Pioneer League game of the year. Ball tipped away out of bounds on the inlet, so the Buffaloes will play it on the sideline in the backcourt. Lady Cats pick up pressure man-to-man. Release pass out and down with the shot. Plays it up and a foul. Good drive to the bucket by number 22, Caitlin Davis, but she traveled before she got there. An aggressive move to the hoop, but that official right on top. Kuhlman with the dribble drive, gives it up to Thorpe in the corner. Now they'll bring it back to the top side to Paige Sawyer. She goes right down the middle. She's fouled on the floor before she got the shot off. So that'll be a common foul on the floor. And let's check and see who the official says. Number 10 with her second foul is Molly Loomis, picking up the 16th foul for the Buffs. Loomis will come to the bench as the Lady Cats will play it in underneath their own bucket. On the near side, Thorpe skip pass goes over to Sawyer. She hits it from the charity stripe, up and down for 2. Paige Sawyer on the board for her first bucket of the night. Ball on the far side, tipped away into the backcourt. The Buffs will recover it. It's an over and back. It wasn't tipped by the Lady Cats. So that violation gives the ball back to Burlington as they'll play it in on the far side. 11-point margin. The Lady Cats up 13-2 here with 4 minutes remaining in our first quarter of play. Driving the baseline, Thorpe up with the shot, and she gets it to fall. Jara Thorpe on the board for the Lady Cats also. They spreading around 4 different ladies. Put the ball in the hole for the Lady Cats. On the drive, cut off there, but Thorpe is going to be called for the foul with a block. Her first personal and the 13th foul on the Lady Cats here. Stops play as substitute coming in for Burlington. Back on the floor is Camry Wagner now for the Lady Cats. On the far side, Ashlyn Kirkpatrick returns for the Buffs. 15-2, Lady Cats lead it here in the first quarter of play this evening at Prairie View. Steal on the far side into the hands of Thorpe. Here come the Lady Cats. Out on the break on the right side. They try to feed it under, but the ball tipped away. Now Julia Gilman dives for it to save it from going out of bounds, but the ball turns over to Prairie View. Fast and furious action. These young ladies getting up and down the court quickly here. Prairie View will play it in underneath their own bucket with 3:35 remaining on the clock here in the first quarter. Looking for a cutter in the lane. Can't get it there. They'll go out high on the top side. Shot off the board. No good. Gilman with the rebound. She'll chase down the loose ball in the backcourt. Now the Buffs pick it up and take possession. Across the timeline on the right-hand side comes Ost. Dribble on the near side. Shot is away from the far corner. Up and good for 2. That basket by number 12, Grace Ost with her first bucket. But quickly down the other way, that is Kirsten Young. She's behind the arch. It's good. 3 3-pointers for the junior for the Lady Cats. Gilman comes out of there with a loose ball, gets pushed, goes to the ground. We've got a whistle and a foul. And over the limit of 7 personals, that will send Julia Gilman to the line, and she'll shoot 1 plus a bonus. A foul whistled on number 4, Abby Kellerman, her first personal of the night. Here with 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. And the Lady Cats already into the bonus. Gilman steps to the line. Her first free throw attempt short off the front of the rim, rebounded away by the Buffaloes. They'll control and up court. The Lady Cats pick them up man-to-man across that timeline on the right-hand side for the Buffs. Looking on the inside, a cutter goes in, but the ball tipped away out of bounds. Goulman got a hand in on it. It's going to be Buffalo ball. They'll play it underneath their own bucket. An 18-4 margin. The Lady Cats lead it as they come out hot on the shooting mark here, led by Kirsten Young with 13 points in the first quarter. They'll swing it to the left-hand side. Ball in the hands of Brown. She looks into the top side. No clear passing lane. Now they'll bring it back to the near wing. Dribble drive on the side by Davis. She'll have to give it up. Ball tipped away. Brown chases it down in the corner. Left-hand dribble. She pushes inside, but we've got a whistle and a foul down low in the paint. That's on the Buffaloes again. Trying to get position. Number 4 is Kellerman picking up her second foul also. That foul on the offensive end. Not a shooting foul, so we move it up the other direction. Young with the ball, stops, looked at that three again. Now she'll clear it to the right side. Shot away, no good, but there for the putback is Julia Gilman. Lady Cats, good rebounding position on the far side of the missed shot. And the Lady Cats capitalize. Ball tipped away out of bounds as we have substitutes checking back in. That's Paige Sawyer and Ashlyn Depley coming in for the Lady Cats here with 1:50 remaining on the clock in our first quarter of play. Lady Cats leading 20-4. We've got a whistle, stops action, again as one of the Buffaloes trying to get position. I believe that was number 23 picking up her first foul, Haley Brown. Usually we have this rough play coming from football players just coming off the football field, but these young ladies, maybe they were part of that Buffalo football squad. Lady Cats whistled. Going for the shot was Ashlyn Depley, and she's fouled by Kirkpatrick, picking up a second personal also. Now 10 team fouls on the Buffaloes here as Ashlyn cannot get that first one to fall, but she'll be there for a second free throw attempt. Minute 43 left to play in the first quarter. The second one won't fall either, and the Buffaloes come out of there with the break. Block shot, but Thorpe had a hand on her back as she went up for the shot. Denied the bucket, but Jara picks up her second personal foul. And going to the line for the Buffaloes, that'll be number 21, Kenna Walker. Shot on the way. Banks that one home. And the first free throw scored by the Buffaloes here. And she'll set for number 2. High arch. She knows where she wants to put it on the board. 2 free throws are good. The Lady Cats with a 20-6 lead here as we approach the 1:30 mark. Down the middle come the Lady Cats, but a travel. That's going to turn the ball over to the Buffaloes. Cameron Wagner caught that inlet pass, but on the wrong step pattern. She's whistled for the turnover. Buffaloes in the backcourt, bring it across the timeline. They'll spin it back on the right side to Ost. Sets that offense. Now it goes to Davis on the far side, but we've got a blocking foul down low on the Lady Cats. Number 3, Julia Gilman, is whistled for her second personal, and the 15th foul on the Lady Cats here. Buffs to play it in on the far side, but dribbled it on the out-of-bounds marker. That turnover brings the ball right back in the hands of the Lady Cats. Grace Kuhlman checking in for Burlington. along with number 10, Molly Loomis, back on the floor for the Buffs. Kirsten Young brings the ball up court for the Lady Cats. Goes to the high post, finds Depley. Looks inside, cutting across is Kuhlman, but she took a step, and that turnover will give the ball right back to the Buffaloes. Buffaloes will play it in on the inline, so the Lady Cats will put that pressure on. In the backcourt, they work to the right-hand side. Walker. Pass attempt back to Loomis, but it's tipped away out of bounds, so we'll start all over on the inline again. Loomis to inbound. They'll play it on the right-hand wing. Now dribble up to the center of the court. Cross the timeline, brings it to Ost, and she'll call out the play for the Buffaloes. On the right wing, looks inside, coming off a high post. Turnaround shot, no good there, and Young with the board. Out with the... diving on the floor to try to pick up that loose ball. Number 22 whistles for the foul. It's going to be Caitlin Davis picking up her first personal for the Buffaloes. Aggressive play, but that aggression has got them deep into foul trouble early on. 47 seconds remaining on the clock here. Kirsten Young steps to the line. Free throws, she likes them. First one on the way is up and good. She's 5 for 5. And 6 for 6. She's netted home everything she throws up tonight. 22-6. Lady Cats lead it as we're inside 1 minute to play here in the first quarter of action tonight from Prairie View. Ost with the dribble at the high side, closely guarded by Paige Slayer. And a steal on the far side. No, back in the hands of the Buffs, and it's off Loomis out of bounds. Lady Cats, good defensive pressure that time to stymie the Buffaloes. Young will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Cats. On the right side, high post, looks to Depley. Finds Grace Kuhlman coming out to take that ball. Gets it back to Wagner. Now they'll find Paige Slayer. Work that ball around the top of the circle for the Lady Cats. 10 seconds on the clock. Down the middle, they feed it to Young, and she goes to the bucket. She's fouled, and Kirsten Young will go to the line for 2 more free throw attempts. That foul whistled on number 13 for the Buffalo, or number 23, I'm sorry. Haley Brown picking up her second foul as Kirsten steps to the line and connects with the free throw for the Lady Cats. Clock stopped at 8 seconds. Young, another free throw, her 8th free throw of the night. And the Buffaloes will bring it up. Time for one more shot attempt if they can get open and clear. But the Lady Cats, good defensive positions. Lob it inside, throw that ball away. The turnover finishes the first quarter of action tonight with the Burlington Lady Cats leading it 24-6 here on the road at Prairie View. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, go back to the station, and we'll be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg.
The Appliance Store in Burlington has a large selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, along with Speed Queen washers and dryers, and is your headquarters for #1 voted Green Mountain pellet grills. The Appliance Store also has Oric vacuum cleaners, bags, parts, and service what they sell, with a great selection of appliance parts on hand. The Appliance Store at 602 South 4th Street in Burlington thanks you for supporting local business and is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hi, kids. It's Timmy the Tooth. Have you been to see your dentist lately?
Visiting the dentist doesn't have to be that frightening. It's all about which dentist you choose. At the office of Rick Smith DDS in Gridley, they offer individual comfort care for all ages. From grandparents to grandchildren, you will receive a comfortable and pleasant process. Give Rick Smith DDS a call today at 620-836-2015.
Courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg, and it has been all Lady Cats in this first quarter of play on the road at Prairie View tonight. Lady Cats came out on fire. Kirsten Young leading the way with 17 first quarter points on the way to a 24-6 lead at the first quarter break. Lady Cats with the ball inbound, go down low to Depley. Got her defender in the air, but a 3-second violation will turn the ball over back into the hands of the Buffaloes. They'll play it in on the in line as the Lady Cats still apply that full court pressure. Change the pressure defense a little bit, but Kirsten Young gets the steal. She dribbles down, left hand shot away, no good. She's no foul called. Rebound putback is Julia Gilman for the Lady Cats. Right in position to follow up on that play and gets the bucket for the Lady Cats to start the scoring in the second quarter. Buffaloes up court on the right-hand side to set that offense. Right wing, they'll take it to Walker. Picks up her dribble, now gets it out on the top side. They'll swing it to Ost. Back to Walker, far side, behind the three-point arch. Hard off the rim, no good, and Gilman chases down the loose ball. It's knocked away and out of bounds. That'll be Lady Cat basketball on the far side. In the backcourt, Lady Cats will play it in. Gilman to set the offense for Burlington. Coach Gilman on his feet, calling out the play he wants to see the Lady Cats work. Wagner at the top of the key, gives it back to Gilman. She'll set that and go to the high post. Depley with the ball, turns, looks inside. Finds Sawyer with the cut to the bucket. Left-hander is up and in. Paige Sawyer with her second bucket of the night. 28-6. Lady Cats lead it as they continue on this scoring onslaught. A minute into our second quarter of play. Walker picks up her dribble. Ball knocked loose, but we're going to have a reach-in foul. That's number 35. Camry Wagner picking up her first personal. As Buffaloes will play it in under their own bucket. That's a 16 foul. Next foul on the Lady Cats will send Prairie View to the line. Ball on the near wing in the hands of Brown. She'll release it to the top. Off with the dribble, looks right-hand side. But a pass off the hands of number 20. Lindsay Boddicker, the freshman, just into the lineup now. And she couldn't control that pass. Turnover goes to the Lady Cats. In the backcourt, they'll bring it up. Paige Sawyer and Julia Gilman to work it for the ladies. Gilman across the timeline with the dribble, comes right wing, finds Young. Left-hand dribble, she'll give it back over to Paige Sawyer. Open from 12, and Paige, a smooth shot, puts it in as we have a timeout on the floor. Prairie View calling a quick 30-second timeout, and again, we'll keep it right here. And we're glad that you've joined us tonight for Lady Cat basketball as we start off the season just as we did last year against the Prairie View Buffaloes. They were our guests in Burlington last year and make the early season road trip to Lynn County. A beautiful night for a drive. It's going to be pretty dark on the way home, except for that full moon. It might light the way on the way home. That was as big a moon as we're going to get to see on the trip over here tonight. And again, our friends out at Diners Cafe took care of us. The chocolate cream cake that was in the car on the way home, we made sure and locked that Dawgmobile up so that cake would still be there when it's time to head out. Back underway here at Prairie View. Buffaloes bring it up and get off a shot that doesn't draw iron. He goes out of bounds, and the Lady Cats will bring it up. Thorpe with the dribble on the far side, gives up to Young. She'll dribble around the corner on the right side. Depley down the baseline, drives up, and she's fouled. Ashlyn Depley, an aggressive move to the bucket, but could not get it to fall, and she'll go to the charity stripe. A foul whistled on number 4. Picking up her third foul is Abby Kellerman. Depley eyes in on this free throw. Gets her second point of the night as Loomis checks back in for the Buffaloes. Also substituting in for Burlington. Didn't get a number on our substitute, Rick. 22. Number 22 in the lineup for Burlington tonight. And that's going to be Micah Watkins in the lineup. Her first varsity action here for the Lady Cats. Another free throw for Deadly and a 32-6 margin. The Lady Cats lead it here with 5:25 to go in the first half of play. Near side, Walker with the ball, gives it back out to Oss. Steps up, a three-pointer away, no good. Rebound off the hands of the Lady Cats, out of bounds. And the Buffaloes will play it in under their own bucket. Look to the near side. Bodies on the floor. Everybody's up and ready to go again. Brown with the dribble, gives it back off to Oss. She's in the lane, shot away, no good. And Watkins comes out of there with the rebound, her first of the career for the freshman. Young dribbles on the left-hand side. Turnaround shot on the way, no good. And the Buffs will board it. Oss up court, right wing. Stopped in the lane. Turnaround shot by Brown, no good. And Thorpe rebounds. Here come the Lady Cats on the run down toward the left-hand side. Good job by Young to pick it out of the air with her left hand. Shot away is no good. Gets the rebound, and she's fouled. Fast and furious action up court on the break. Number 23 with the foul is Haley Brown for the Buffaloes. She'll pick up her third personal foul and send Kirsten Young to the line. Kirsten will shoot a pair here. First one on the way. First one she has missed tonight. She was on fire in that first quarter, hitting 8 of 8 to open the season here. She'll get that sided in again. This time, in and out, won't fall, but right there for rebound was Wagner. Her shot won't fall, and it's out of bounds off the Lady Cats. Ball in the hands of the Buffaloes. They'll play it up with 4:30 left to play in the second quarter of action, but a bad pass throws it away, and a turnover to the Lady Cats. In the backcourt, Watkins and Thorpe. They'll bring it in and across the timeline. Set the offense is Thorpe. High post, Kuhlman comes out to receive the ball, gives it up to Young. She's behind the arch. She was on fire in that first quarter. We have a kicked ball by the Buffaloes. That'll put it back in the hands of the Lady Cats as they'll play it in down under the bucket. Watkins, ball high overhead, lobs it to Thorpe. Her shot away won't good. Rebound by the Lady Cats. Underneath was Wagner. Ball loose on the floor. Stripped out of there. Diving, sliding. They're going. And we've got a timeout as the Buffaloes got possession. Head coach Hop was right on top of that into the ear of the official. And we're going to take a 1-minute timeout, so we'll go back to the station, a word from our sponsors, and we'll return with Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg.
You're in a hurry and your car won't start. And you need a jump. Or how about the time you locked your keys in the car? Or the time you hit that deer and smashed in the front end of your car? Or maybe you just need something hauled and you don't have a truck. Maybe you just need a tire changed. Call Jeff's Towing and Recovery, AAA provider at 785-213-1669. That's 785-213-1669. And remember, it's your choice who tows your vehicle.
Does fall weather make you dream of a new home? How about that remodeling project, such as a garage or room addition? Whatever your dreams are made of, First National Bank of Kansas has many favorable options for you. From refinancing to building projects, rates are still low, so why not check them out? See Paul and Kathy in Osage City, Chris and Craig in Waverly, or Donna and Craig in Burlington. First National Bank of Kansas, where dreams come true. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's now time for Burlington High School basketball. Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to the Dawg, bringing you Wildcat and Lady Cat basketball tonight on the road to Prairie View. The Lady Cats starting out fast and furious against the Buffaloes. They led at the end of the first quarter of action, 24-6. And now with 3:45 left on the clock in the first half, it's a 32-6 margin. Lady Cats lead it on the road. The Lady Cats with the ball in hand work the ball to the top of the circle. Finds Paige Sawyer. Now high post comes Kuhlman. She'll spin it left side back into the hands of Watkins. On top, Thorpe with the dribble. She looks to the high post. Finds Kuhlman. Now Paige Sawyer from behind the arc. Her three away, no good. Rebound and a putback. It's blocked away. Buffaloes with the ball, but a bad pass on the lead out. Taken by Watkins, and the Lady Cats have it back in hand. They'll set the offense again. High side is Paige. They'll find Thorpe. She wants to fire off that three. Shot hard away, no good. Chasing down the loose ball is Sawyer. And the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cats on the near side. Ball ended up in the Burlington bench. Substitutes checking in. Julia Gilman back in the lineup for Burlington. Along with number 45, Abby Dunn in the lineup now for the Lady Cats. They'll play it inbound on the far wing. Down in the low corner, they come back out on the top, but it's stolen away into the hands of the Buffaloes. Going to take it coast to coast. Off the board, no good. Rebounded to Sawyer. And here come the Lady Cats. Long pass up court. Tracked down front, another turnover. Sloppy play here in the last minute by both teams. They need to slow down and concentrate a bit. Ball on the right wing for the Buffaloes. It's tipped out of bounds, and that'll stay in the hands of Prairie View. As Ashlyn Debley checks back in for Grace Kuhlman for the Lady Cats. Walker back in the lineup, the junior for Prairie View. She had 2 early fouls and has been resting a while. On the reach-in, we're going to have a whistle, and that's Julia Gilman. She'll pick up her 3rd personal foul. They have to wait until the official gives a signal before Kirsten Young can check back in. 17 fouls now on the Lady Cats. And we'll be shooting free throws in the bonus here with 2:09 remaining in the first half of play. Shot is on the way off the front of the rim, no good, and Thorpe rebounds the ball out. Haas couldn't connect on her first free throw attempt. Far side, they'll put it in the hands of Sawyer, a 3 away, no good, tipped it, but out of bounds. That'll go to the Buffaloes. They'll play it in on the sideline here as the Lady Cats defense will set back and wait to pick up the Buffaloes as they come across the timeline in that man-to-man defensive pressure for the Lady Cats. Ball on the near side to Haas. She'll dribble out and on the right wing gives it up to Boddicker. Back on the far side, we've got a blocking foul. That's Ashlyn Debley. Didn't move her feet quickly enough to get position there. Ends up on the floor, and that's going to send off to the line where she'll shoot another 1+ bonus. That first free throw is on the way. Nothing but net this time, and she'll get the bonus. 3 points. That is the first point for the Buffaloes here in the second quarter. They went 6.5 minutes without scoring in this second quarter, and finally get 2 free throws from Grace Ost and move that score to a 32-8 margin. Lady Cats lead it here in Prairie View tonight. Ball at the top side. They'll find Young for a 3-pointer. It's short this time. Rebound, and we've got a tie-up. Done for the Lady Cats. Going for that rebound. The ball is tied up. Checking in for the Lady Cats is Katie Mefford. Her first appearance here for the Lady Cats tonight. As Jara Thorpe comes to the bench for the Lady Cats. Again, the Cats take off that full court pressure. They'll come back and beat the Buffaloes at the midcourt stripe. Ball on the far side. Boddicker gives it up to Haas at the top of the key. Lots of standing around by the Buffaloes. Not a very disciplined offense that they're running through. Ball on the floor with a kick, but we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on Kirsten Young as Oss was trying to get the dribble drive past. She went to the floor, and Kirsten is whistled for her first personal foul. 9 team fouls on the Lady Cats here. Oss will step up 1 plus a bonus for her again. This one is on the way. It's up and good. And she'll set for another free throw. She's 3 of 4 from the line tonight. And looks to add. Short off the front of the rim. Young with the board for the Lady Cats. They'll bring it up with under a minute to play in our first half here tonight. Sawyer looks inside. Ball knocked loose and recovered there by the Buffaloes. They'll bring it up across the timeline here with 30 seconds on the clock. But she slipped on the takeoff. A traveling call turnover goes back to the Lady Cats. In the backcourt, Kirsten Young to bring it up for Burlington. Looks to the high post. Out to take the ball. Abby Dunn, ball high over her head. Clears it on the far wing. Shot on the way, up and good. Number 22, Micah Watkins from behind the arch for her first bucket, and it's a three-pointer for the Lady Cats. Ball out at the top of the circle. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and a missed shot. Lady Cats rebounded, and the buzzer sounds. The Burlington Lady Cats take the lead at the halftime, 34-9. That would have been a 2-point shot by Watkins. Looked like it was from the far corner from here, but they're the official score, so we're going to give her a 2-pointer. At the break, the Lady Cats will take it into the locker room with a 34-9 lead over the Prairie View Buffaloes. We're going to go back to the station, take a 2-minute timeout, get our stats together from the first half, and we'll return with Lady Cat basketball on the Dog.
U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts in Burlington and 97.7 The Dog invite you to some action on ice as the Topeka Roadrunners battle it out for victory. We're giving away 2 tickets on Tuesdays for hockey at its finest at the Kansas Expo Center in Topeka. Get signed up for your chance to win tickets at U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts, 401 Garrison in Burlington. For home game dates and times, go to Topeka Roadrunners on Facebook.
Life Care Center Burlington offers all the comforts of home as well as added luxuries, including a beauty and barber salon, specialized fine dining program, courtyard and gardening area, and is conveniently located near shopping, retirement communities, and other medical community resources. Life Care also provides in- and outpatient rehabilitation services for all ages. Their licensed staff offers 24 hours skilled nursing. Stop by and visit the Life Care Center of Burlington today, located at 601 Cross Street.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best protection at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net.
At Diners Cafe, 1020 North 2nd Street, Burlington, it's all about you, our customer. The staff loves what they do with a desire to provide outstanding service, serve up your order freshly made with wholesome ingredients, and do it in a clean and comfortable setting. Check out our Facebook page for our specials of the day and latest happenings. Diners Cafe, home of great food and awesome atmosphere. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn, proud to support USD 244 activities.
In life, there are people, places, and things known as exceptional. There is a place like that in Garnett, Kansas. Hi, this is Brian Steffens, and I'm talking about Beckman Motors. Everywhere you go, you'll see vehicles with the Beckman Motors name on them. We want to show you how exceptional we are. The next time you decide to buy a new Ford or Chevy or any pre-owned vehicle, do yourself a favor and come to Beckman Motors in Garnett and experience what it's like to buy a vehicle from exceptional people in an exceptional place. Beckman Motors on Highway 59 in Garnett, Kansas, selling new Fords and Chevrolets along with pre-owned vehicles for a long time and doing it exceptionally well every day.
Be sure to shop at Hoover's Thriftway in Burlington, where this week, center cut pork chops, $1.99 a pound, and Duncan Hines cake mix, 99 cents, and fresh boneless beef arm roast, $3.49 a pound. And how about some sweet holiday treats? M&M's, Snickers, peanut clusters, peanut brittle, and Hershey's Kisses. And Philadelphia cream cheese, 16-ounce, 2-pack, $2.99. Hoover's Thriftway in Burlington. Sale ends December 5th.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington basketball on the Dawg as the Burlington Lady Cats started out on fire. They outscored the Buffaloes in that first quarter 24-6, and we're at the halftime break with the Lady Cats leading 34-9, a 25-point lead in the first half of play here on the road at Buffalo, or the Prairie View Buffaloes tonight in Pioneer League action. Scoring for the Buffaloes looks like this: 2 points each from Haley Brown, the lone senior on the Buffalo squad. 2 points tonight from Ashlyn Kirkpatrick, and leading the way for the Buffs, Grace Osk, the 5'6" junior. She has a bucket and 3 of 5 from the charity stripe on her way to 5 points to add up a total of 9 for the Buffaloes. On the Lady Cats side of the ball, 2 points each from Jara Thorpe and Micah Watkins this evening. 3 points from Ashlyn Debley, all of those coming from the charity stripe. Julia Gilman in the scorebook with 4 points tonight, along with Paige Sawyer, 6 points. All of those add up to a total of 17. That number is the number that Kirsten Young scored in the first quarter of play. She had 17 points to lead the way on 3 three-pointers, along with 8 of 8 shooting from the charity stripe in that first quarter of action for the Lady Cats. And they lead it here at the halftime break, 34-9. A great start for the Lady Cats here tonight on the road at Prairie View. And they'll be on the road again next week as we head to Baldwin, the host of this year's Wildcat Bulldog Classic, which includes the teams from Baldwin, Anderson County, and Lewisburg next week. Tonight, I guess actually in the local news, Southern Coffee County got the basketball season started off last night as they played Colony Crest and had a pair of victories. The Lady Titans got a 44-27 win against Crest, and the boys in the nightcap put up 50 on the board to the Crest Lancers 29. So they start out with a pair of wins for the Southern Coffee County Titans. This evening, it's Lebo at Flint Hills. Hartford is on the road to our new favorite squad, the Altoona Jets, coming off of a 2-win football season after a 4-year losing streak. The Jets got into the wins column this year with a pair of victories, so they're kind of our hometown favorite there. And we'll see what the Hartford boys and girls can do down at Altoona this evening. Also, Waverly is in a preseason tournament. They're up at Burlingame to start their season off tonight. Also at home in Burlington this evening, it's the Burlington Wrestling Squad opening with a dual match at DHS. Next week, the Lady Cats and the Wildcats will go on the road. We'll be at Baldwin High School. And the schedule is flipped a little bit with this tournament format. On Monday night, the boys team will play first. They will face off against the Lewisburg Wildcats. That game tipped off at 5:30. We'll bring it to you right here on the Dog. The Lady Cats get the nightcap at 7 o'clock against Lewisburg. Then we turn right around and head back to Baldwin again on Tuesday night, December 5th. Again, boys up first as they take on the Anderson County Bulldogs. And 7 o'clock finds the Lady Cats against the Lady Dogs from Anderson County. Friday night, the tournament wraps up with the host Baldwin ladies going on the 5:30 game. And the boys will have the 7 o'clock contest next Friday night. You can join us with all 3 games. I guess that'd be 6 games total from Baldwin next week right here on the Dog with the tip-off at 5:30 each night. Again, both teams on the road to open the season up with 4 games before returning home on December 12th. That'll be a Tuesday night as they take on Iowa and finish the week off on the 15th with Wellsville coming to town in Pioneer League action to wrap it up before the Christmas break. So that's what happens as you get this season started. It's fast and furious, on the go, all over the place, and these Lady Cats and Wildcats are ready to get into action. The Wildcat football team went a little further than they have in past years, getting a couple of games in the playoffs this season, and now they'll turn in those football cleats. The basketball shoes are on the floor. Coach Barrett's got them ready to go here, and that second game will be following in about 45 minutes from now. But right now, we're back on the floor. We're ready for second half action. The Lady Cats lead it here on the road at Prairie View, 34-9, and will be underway. As soon as they get the clock reset, it's on the mark with 8 minutes. The Lady Cats do inbound on the far side, and we are underway. Across the timeline comes Gilman, puts it in the hands of Young, picks up that dribble back to Gilman on the near wing. Looks to Paige Sawyer behind the arch. Her 3 ball away, no good. Chasing down the rebound, but it's taken away by the Buffs. And they'll control. Across the timeline on the far side, Ost with the dribble, but she turns it over, palmed the ball with the dribble, and the Lady Cats will take control. On the near side, Paige Sawyer to inbound for Burlington. Finds Gilman at the top of the circle. Goes down low to Young. She drives the hoop. Puts it up. She's fouled on the way, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Fouls were a big part of that first half. The Buffaloes, 12 personal fouls in the first half alone. And now number 10, Loomis, picks up her 3rd foul here to begin the second half of play. Young to the line. First free throw is on the way. That's up and good. She'll set for her second attempt. It's off the side. Wagner gets the rebound. She goes up for the shot, and she is fouled also as number 12, Grace Ost, picks up her second personal. Stepping to the line is Camry Wagner. That first free throw is on the way. She sinks it and gets her first point of the season. 2 free throws in the early going here for the Lady Cats to add to their margin. Camry, second one on the way, dances on the rim and finally finds a home in the net. And the Lady Cats extend that lead now, a 37-9 stolen margin. But a steal, layup with the left hand is Julia Gilman from that pressure defense by the Lady Cats. Paige Sawyer tips the ball away, chases it down, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It's off of Buffalo, and it's a Lady Cat ball. Hustle defense by the Lady Cat to open this second half of play. Ready to inbound. They go down low to Camry. Ball tipped away out of bounds. It's off the Lady Cats, and we'll give it up to the Buffaloes. In the backcourt, Ost will take the inbound pass. Comes across the timeline, and Kirsten Young will put the defensive pressure on. They go left wing in the deep corner, ball in the hands of Davis. She'll have to give it up out on the top side. Drives in the paint and a blocked shot there. Ashlyn Debley went up high to take care of the defensive assignment. Down low, good pass back to Debley under the bucket. Julia Gilman, good sight. Put it right in the hands of Debley for the bucket in the paint. Lady Cats coming out strong to start this third quarter of play. A 7-0 run here. Tying up the ball down low. Debley got her hands in to play defense. No, that's Camry Wagner. She got in on the defensive side. A possession arrow goes to the Lady Cats. No, they called a foul on that. The two officials were of differing opinion. How about that for the politically correct way to say it? Inbound, and the ball tipped away. It's off the Lady Cats, out of bounds. And we've got an injured player down on the floor here. One of the Buffaloes trying to go for that loose ball. Hit hard on her elbow when she went down. But she's up. She's going to shake that one off and get ready to go again for the Buffaloes. 6:20 remaining here in the third quarter. And the Lady Cats leading at 41-9 on the road. Pass on the far side to Walker. We'll bring it back out to the top of the circle. Now looks around. Three-point shot on the way. Hard off the back of the rim. Chasing down the rebound. A tie-up. And that time, see if these officials agree. They appear to. And substitutes check in for the Lady Cats. That is Grace Kuhlman and Jara Thorpe. It's Buffalo ball. They'll inbound. A reach-in foul is going to be whistled on Beth Paige Sawyer. Not Beth. Her first personal and first team foul on the Lady Cats here in the second half of play. A travel will turn the ball back over to the Lady Cats as they'll play it in on the far sideline. In the backcourt, Sawyer play it in to Thorpe. Met with the man-to-man defensive pressure by the Buffaloes. They'll set it back to Sawyer. Plays it down to Young. She drives the paint. No good there. Kuhlman with the putback can't get it to fall. And we've got a reach-in foul here on the Buffaloes. Grace Kuhlman strong on the boards underneath there to regain possession. Number 23 with the foul is Haley Brown. And Brown is whistled for her fourth personal foul.
The MyTown Media Station.
Rock and roll can save the world.
Classic rock.
KSMP 97.7 Burlington. The Flint Hills Classic Rock Station. 97.7 The Dawg.
Up court on the right-hand side. Cut off there by Thorpe. Nice defense. But we're going to have a reach-in foul. That's going to be Sawyer again picking up. No, it's Thorpe. Those officials on the floor have a little different sight line than we do for several things that have happened here early on in the third quarter. Third foul on Thorpe here, and the second team foul on the Lady Cats. Buffaloes to play it in on the end line. Gets rid of it in the 5-second mark. They lay it back low down for the shot away. No good, and Sawyer, good defensive position. Comes out with that rebound, and up court come the Lady Cats. Young stops, set behind the three. She likes it. Fourth three-pointer of the night for Kirsten Young for the Lady Cats. They stretch that lead now to a 44-9 lead as they've gone on a 10-0 run to start this third quarter of play. Oh, a steal. Young's got it. Going all the way up and in with the layup. No, bounces off the rim. Sawyer's there for the putback. Too easy. Kirsten was wide open. And Paige Sawyer picks up the junk to get her first two of the second half of play. On the far side with the ball. Puts the dribble down. Now with a push-off. We've got to see... Thorpe is called with the The dribbler was using the old forearm shiver there, but Jara Thorpe gets whistled for the foul. She has that look of disbelief on her face, and she should. And Coach Gilman also greets her at the bench. He says, sit for a while. It just doesn't matter down there. But the Lady Cats with the steal come up with the ball. Sawyer, lead out pass ahead to Coleman. Turnaround shot, no good. Sawyer gets the loose ball, and she's fouled in the paint. Down on the floor, not a shooting foul here. As the official saw her go down on the floor, whistle and a foul is on number 12, Grace Ost, and she's whistled for her third personal of the night. 14 fouls both ways here in this third quarter of play. Slager to inbound, finds Gilman cutting for the hoop. She's down low, has to kick it back out to Coleman. Now Julia behind the arch, a three away, no good. Ball kicked on the floor. It's out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Cat basketball. They'll play it in from the end line. Watkins back into the lineup now for the Lady Cats as Sawyer will inbound on the end line. Looking for the cutters, comes high over the top, finds Gilman at the top of the circle. Now she'll bring it back out and set the offense for the Lady Cats. At the free throw line, Sawyer shot away, no good, hard off the back of the rim, and rebounded away to the Buffaloes. They'll bring it up court with 3:53 remaining in this third quarter of play. On the far side, they feed it down low. Block shot there. Wagner got hands straight up, all ball. Outlet pass right side goes to Watkins. She'll feed it into Wagner down low to Kuhlman. She's hammered with that ball. Grace Kuhlman holding her spot. Couldn't get off the shot, but took a beating right there. A foul whistled on number 21, Kenna Walker, picking up her third personal. As we have 4 Buffaloes with 3 personal fouls. And the Lady Cats to play it inbound underneath their own bucket. Look to the near side. Gilman behind the arch. She'll put it on the floor, bring it out to the top side. Watkins with the ball goes right wing. Just into the lineup for Burlington, but a bad pass is stripped away. Up court coming the other way. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, left-hand putback will fall, and Gilman brings it out with the loose ball. Grace Hess is in the lineup now for Burlington and gives it up to Watkins. She fires off a three. It's no good for the Lady Cats, and the Buffaloes will bring it up court. On the far side, and a steal. Grace Kuhlman stepped right in front, driving to the hoop. She's fouled on the reach in, a frustration foul by Grace Ost. She knew she made the bad pass. Kind of telegraphed it out there for Kuhlman, and she is frustrated, to say the least. Good inlet pass as Julia Gilman fills the lane, lays it up, and gets the bucket. And we've got a timeout on the floor here by the Prairie View Buffaloes with 2:48 remaining, a full 1-minute timeout, and we'll go back to the station for a word from our sponsors.
If you've got just the right paint color in mind, don't settle for anything less. Head to Burlington Building Materials, located at 626 Neosho in Burlington, and experience a brand new paint department brought to you by Do It Best Quality Paints. Your home is your canvas, and whether you're looking for a functional neutral or a pop of the trending hue, the Colors Journeys experience at Burlington Building Materials has all the tools you need to help your vision come to life. Colors Journeys, your destination for inspiration.
Sports socks can be fashionable. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, has the Touch brand of compression socks. These combed cotton knee-high support socks offer a snug, stylish fit and feel luxuriously smooth against the skin. Sizes for men and women are available in timeless patterns and colors. Buy the softest compression socks on the market today at Prescription Center, 312 Cross Street. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, 620-364-5523.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg. Lady Cats have outscored the Buffaloes 14-0. In fact, holding the Buffaloes to no scoring in this third quarter. With 2:45 left to play, the Lady Cats lead it 48-9. Across the timeline comes the Buffs. Ball at the top of the circle now. Tried to steal the ball away by Young, and now we've got a turnover. Took a step before she could get the dribble down, and the ball goes back in the hands of the Lady Cats. They'll play it in on the far sideline. Young takes the inlet. She'll start the offense for the Lady Cats on the near wing. Gives it up to Watkins. Ball down in the corner off of the Buffaloes, out of bounds. That pass intended for Abby Dunn, but the defender got a hand in before he could even make it to Abby. Her and Katie Mefford in for the Lady Cats, playing the big post position for Burlington. Dunn puts the ball on the floor, goes back out to Young. Her three-pointer away, no good. Loose ball rattles around, and the Buffaloes come out with it. Up court on the right-hand wing on the dribble. Davis with the ball. Chases it down as it got loose out here. Now back into the hands on the far side goes to Walker. They'll bring it to the top of the circle. Back out to Kellerman. She looks inside. They try to lob it down low, but the ball tipped away into the hands of Hess and stolen back by the Buffaloes. Number 4, Kellerman gets the ball back and gets the first score of the third quarter for the Buffaloes. Young on the near side, a three away. That one dances on the rim but won't find a home as Kirsten, 4 three-pointers on the night. This is her last 2 attempts here. Buffaloes up court on the right wing. Puts it back into the hands on the near side of Kirkpatrick. She'll give it up and go down into the low post position. Puts back out on top to Kellerman. Brings it left wing. Minute left on the clock here tonight in the third quarter of play. Dribble drive down the paint. Shot away. No good. Rebound fought for. It's tipped loose out into the open court. Back in possession of Kirkpatrick. She'll come near wing. Three-point shot away. No good. And Hess boards it for the Lady Cats. Coach Gilman calling a timeout on the floor here with 47 seconds remaining before the end of the quarter. A short 30-second timeout. He has some things he wants the Lady Cats to work on offense this time as they come up court. So he's got the chalkboard out there, looking it over. They'll find out what he sets up the play for the Lady Cats, but they can come down and execute. Again, the Lady Cats 48-11 lead here over the Buffaloes tonight with under a minute to play in the third quarter of action tonight on the road. In the backcourt, number 22, that's Micah Watkins to play it in for Burlington. And Zoe Caldwell just checked into the lineup for Burlington. On the side, Hess. Shot at the free throw line is blocked away and taken by the Buffs. Coast to coast all the way down for the bucket is Kenna Walker, taking the ball off of that block and gets her first bucket of the night. At the top side, Hess back to Caldwell. She'll feed it in low to Griffith. Shot up, but no good. Rebounded away, and the Buffaloes will bring it up court. Across the timeline on the right-hand side, 7 seconds on the clock. Kellerman shot up, no good. Cats rebounded. They got possession in the backcourt as the buzzer sounds, as they finish off the third quarter of play with a 48-13 lead over the Prairie View Buffaloes. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, go back to the station, and we'll be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg.
Make reversing your vehicle easier and clearer with the HD dash cam, just $39.99. And make working easier with this 26-piece screwdriver set with rack, just $19.99. And help your car last with the Pennzoil Converter Motor Oil, only $3.99 a quart. Offer good through December 31st or while supplies last. Caldwell's Auto Parts, 423 Kennedy Street in Burlington.
Hi, this is Colin Sleazer with Alpha Roofing, LLC in Burlington. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing and have become one of the most respected roofing companies in Northeast Kansas. Customer service is our #1 priority, and knowing that your home or business is safe in our hands is what makes this licensed contractor your #1 choice. If it's a repair or an entire roof, we have the knowledge and skills to get the job done right. Stop in at 213 North 3rd Street, Burlington, or check out our website at www.alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your hometown roofing expert.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg. As we get underway in the fourth quarter, Ashlyn Depley is going to drive to the hoop and get that bucket as she lays it in for the Lady Cats. She was fouled on the shot, so she'll go to the line to shoot the old-fashioned three-point play. That whistle charged up to number 12, Grace Ost. The free throw off to the right side wouldn't fall home for the Lady Cats. And they extend that lead now to a 50-13 margin. And with the Pioneer League policy, a 35-point lead in the fourth quarter, which the Lady Cats have, kicks in the running clock. And it will not stop except for an official's timeout here in this fourth quarter of play. Lady Cats with the starting lineup back in to start this fourth quarter. Going to run some set offense. Down low they go to Sawyer. Her shot is up, but she's fouled on the shot. And Page will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. A foul whistled on number 12, Grace Ost. Is fouled out of the ball game with her 5th personal. Now the 8th team foul on Prairie View with 6:30 remaining in the contest. And substitute number 21, Kenna Walker, will replace Ost on the floor. Page sets for the free throw. First one is on the way. That's up and good. She'll be there for the second free throw attempt. As Grace Kuhlman checks back in the lineup for the Burlington Lady Cats. Also, Jara Thorpe. Second free throw bounds away for Sawyer. Can't get it to fall home. And the Buffaloes will bring it up court. Across the timeline. All with the dribble at the top of the circle. They'll go left wing. Now down on the left-hand side, they look into the low post. Lob up to Loomis. Turns around, and a left-hand shot is up for Molly Loomis. Her first bucket of the night for the Buffalo. Kirsten Young fires off a three. It won't fall. Down low with the bucket is Ashlyn Depley. Depley on the night with 9 points for the Lady Cats. And the Buffaloes will bring it across the timeline on the left-hand wing. Looking down low in the paint, we've got a whistle on the reach-in against the Lady Cats here. Number 20. I didn't think number 20. Yeah, there's Kirsten is on the floor. Or they called it on 22. Now we see the number on the board. Michael Watkins picking up her second personal. Out on the top side for the Buffs. Shot away, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And going to the line will be number 21 for the Buffaloes, Kenna Walker. She'll go for 2 free throws here. As Young gets her second personal foul. That free throw on the way. No good. One more attempt. Off the side of the rim on the near side. And it'll be Lady Cat basketball with 4 minutes remaining here in the contest. Across the timeline comes the Lady Cats. They'll find Sawyer on the near wing. Off down low to Thorpe, but she traveled with it. Couldn't gain control on that inlet pass. And the ball goes into the hands of the Buffaloes. Substitute checks in for Burlington. Number 31, Grace Hess, into the lineup now. And we've got a little confusion at the scorer's table here. They'll stop action here. Calls the official over. Wants to make sure they've got all their ducks in a row here as the Buffaloes coach wants to find out what's going on. Now they call Coach Gilman to the lineup. Coach Gilman looks up, and Mrs. Gilman is going to give him some information from her scorebook. Seems like they think maybe number 31 wasn't on the roster, but she's been in there already twice. We'll have to see if we get an official determination from the official. Well, everybody's ready to go now. The official gives a thumbs up. He said, let's play on. Not sure what the problem was with the substitution there in the way this game is going to finish up. But we know a bad pass will turn it over into the hands of the Lady Cats, and we play on. 3:03 on the clock as the Lady Cats will bring it up from the backcourt. Thorpe across the timeline, looks to the high post, finds Debley. Coming off the pick is Watkins. Now back to Thorpe. She'll stop and pop from 12, short off the rim. And on the reach in, we're going to have a foul. Looks like that may be Debley picking up the foul. The official says number 21, Ashland, with her third personal foul, going for the rebound opportunity. And 17 fouls on the Lady Cats now will bring in a 1+ bonus for number 23, Haley Brown, will go to the line as she is 2 for 2 from the stripe on the night. Sets for the free throw. On the way, a high arch off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded there by the Buffaloes, and we've got a reach-in foul. That's going to be number 45, Abby Dunn, picking up her first personal foul of the night. And back to the stripe again we go, this time with Kenna Walker stepping up for the Buffaloes. She'll have 1+ a bonus opportunity. That one falls. 3 points for the junior, and she'll be there for a second free throw attempt. At the charity stripe, it's on the way up and no good. Rebounded away to Griffith. Or that was Mefford with the rebound. They'll bring it up court in the hands of Caldwell. Back to Watkins. They'll play around the arch. Caldwell fires up a three and went halfway down. Wouldn't fall. Ball loose on the floor. Fought for under there. The Lady Cats come out with it. And now we've got a little mix them up here. Looks like Ashland Kirkpatrick was... I'm not sure what phrase really pays here, except for the fact that to the line goes Abby Dunn. She was not giving up without a fight down there on the floor, holding her own, and she'll go to the charity stripe. Dunn steps up. Left-hander ready to fire. First one off the board, no good. Couldn't get the free throw to fall, and the Buffaloes bring it up court. 40 seconds on the clock. Turnaround shot, no good. Chasing down the loose ball. The Buffaloes control. They'll bring it right wing, ball tipped in the air, back into the hands of the Buffs. Dribble drive on the floor. Now comes back to Kellerman. Ball overhead, looks to feed inside. Turnaround shot, no good. Out of bounds off the Lady Cats. As number 34, Jalen Griffith, checks in for Burlington. Buffaloes will play it in underneath their own bucket. Ball's out of bounds off the Buffs as the time will run out And the Lady Cats will take home a 53-16 victory tonight over the Lady Buffaloes from Prairie View. We'll get our stats together from the first half of play here tonight, or the first game of play. The boys will be coming up in about 20 minutes. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout for our sponsors back at the station, and we'll return with the final of the Lady Cats victory here tonight. Bobby, take it away.
We're kicking off the football season at Burlington Auto Supply with a full field of savings on your fall tune-ups. Autolite spark plugs at $1.99 and Wix filters at $2.95 will get your vehicles ready to hit the road as you follow the Cats to all their home and road games. Stop by for our Saturday specials following each Wildcat victory at Burlington Auto Supply, your bumper-to-bumper parts store on Neosho Street in Burlington. Let's go, Cats!
When it comes to the health of you and your family, choosing the right pharmacist is just as important as choosing the right doctor. Find a pharmacist that's right for you at your local Medicine Shop pharmacy. More than a healthcare advisor, they take the time to get to know you and to personally answer all your healthcare questions and concerns. Make the right choice. Choose a Medicine Shop pharmacist. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Burlington, Kansas, caring beyond prescriptions.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at Crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Ready to go?
Almost. We just have to stop at the bank, get a few money orders, to pay some bills.
Well, why don't you just write the checks yourself?
I can't.
Still? I thought you were back on your feet financially.
I am, but I never thought starting from square one would take this long.
For a second chance at a banking relationship, it's Central Time. Whatever the reason, life happens. You might have had a checking account that was overdrawn when it was closed. And finding a bank who will let you start with a clean slate can be a challenge. That's why Central National Bank offers New Opportunity Checking. Write checks, use a Visa check card, and enjoy free online banking and free ATM use at Central National Bank ATMs. Plus, you have a place to cash your checks. Ask about New Opportunity Checking from Central National Bank. It's money for life, the way we live today. Some restrictions and fees apply.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC in your hometown since 1884.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg, and the Lady Cats start off the season with a big 53-16 victory over the Prairie View Buffaloes. The Lady Cats knew it was going to happen in the first minute of play when Kirsten Young came down, fired up a three-pointer, hit the first one of the night, and it was off to the races from there. They took a 24-6 lead at the end of the first quarter of play, stretched that out by another good defensive performance, holding the Buffaloes to only 3 points in the second quarter, and they stretched it up to a 34-9 margin at the end of one half of play. Young added to those three-pointers, and she finishes with 17 points in the first half alone. In the second half, the Lady Cats opened the third quarter with a 14-0 run and stretch it to a 48-13 lead going into the fourth quarter, where the running clock kicked in, and we finished the contest a 53-16 victory for the Lady Cats. Buffaloes were just outmatched on both the offense and defensive end. They're scoring 2 points each tonight from Abby Kellerman, Molly Loomis, Caitlin Davis, and Ashlyn Kirkpatrick. 3 points tonight from Kenna Walker, and Grace Haas led the way with 5 points. She collected all 5 of those in the first half of play. On the Lady Cat side of the board, some new names, some new scorers in the book for the Lady Cats, as Micah Watkins gets on the board with 2 points, along with Camry Wagner and Jara Thorpe with 2 each for the Lady Cats. 8 points tonight from Julia Gilman. And matching scores, Paige Sawyer and Ashlyn Debley go for 9 points, just out of the double figures. But the big number was in the hands of Kirsten Young, as she was on fire in that first half with 17, finishes the night with 21 points. She goes 9 for 12 from the free throw line, as well as 4 3-pointers to put the big number up for the Lady Cats. So the Lady Cats had a chance to take it on the floor against a little different competition than their teammates as they get ready for next Monday night, where they'll take on the Lewisburg Wildcats. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off for the Lady Cats. The Wildcats will be on the floor at 5:30. Those games coming to you from Baldwin, and we'll be there to bring it to you on the Dawg. The men's team are out on the floor getting warmed up. We're going to take a break, go back to the station, and get a little Dawg music here before we get ready for the second game of the night, the Wildcats against the Buffaloes, right here from Prairie View. Bobby, take it away, and we'll be back with Wildcat basketball.